Hi and welcome to my channel, Fantastic 50s. Today I'm filming in my garden in Portugal. I have to tell you that I've got a sore wrist. It's tendinitis and it was caused by doing too much video editing. So today I'm not going to be editing a lot. I'm going to be putting on an interview that I was on, Good Morning Portugal, with Carl Munson.
Let's say a good morning to Claire Bendel. Good morning to you, Claire. How are you doing?
Olá, bom dia.
Oh, very good. Very, very good indeed. Tudo bem?
Sim. Tá
Oh,
bom?
excellent. And really, you should be, because you're in the business of helping people feel fit, well, and vital, aren't you? And you're looking that way
I am.
yourself, may I say, radiant this morning, making me look
Thank
proper
you.
pasty. and hopefully you can give me a few tips on maybe some hair and make. Well, not much can be done about the hair, but maybe about the makeup. You're involved in a fabulous new project. It's Fantastic 50s on YouTube, which I recommend people subscribe to. Tell us more about it and why it happened.
Okay. So at Christmas time, you overindulge, and by January, mid-January, I was feeling huge. I'd put on a couple of stone the past year, and I thought, well, my husband had to go to England for 3 weeks to sort out our rental property. He had to decorate it from top to bottom for new tenants. And I thought, while he's away, this is my chance to get myself fitter. And I don't have to cater to him and give him breakfast and stuff like that, even though he makes his breakfast. So I researched intermittent fasting.
Okay.
And I found that to be amazingly good. Science-based, there have been lots of studies about it. And so I thought I'll start that. So I just missed out breakfast. And I've been doing that for the past 6 months. And I've lost about 33 pounds. So
good heavens.
It's been wonderful. And I'm 52 this year. 52.
Never. Wow. Okay. And that's the positioning you created, right? Is that you wanted to angle this towards ladies of that age, of a particular age?
Ladies of my age, yeah, who are in their 50s and they want to feel fantastic, look good, feel great. And my friend Karen Carter Pearson, she introduced me because I'm a Libran. Now, your wife does astrology.
She's an astrologer, that's right. Yeah. Mrs. M is an astrologer, yeah.
So she'll know all about my star sign. We are renowned for being lazy. And I admit that. I can be terribly lazy. I can just sit on a couch, read a book for a couple of hours. And I wanted exercise that was good for me, but didn't take an hour.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to be pounding away for an hour, because as you get older, your joints are a bit fragile, more fragile.
Tell me about it.
And aches and pains. So she introduced me to XBX, which is the Canadian Air Force workout. It was developed in the late 1950s, but it was called what was it called? Let me just look at my notes.
It's funny.
And it is for men. It was for men. Yep. So it's 5XB. And that means 5 basic exercises. 5BX, 5 basic exercises. And then they did a one for women called XBX, which is 10 basic exercises, Roman numerals, X.
Okay.
So I started doing that. And I looked on YouTube and I saw a couple of videos, and I'm sorry to say, I don't mean to disparage anyone, that they just weren't all that good. One was in a living room, and the other one was like on a patio outside, beautiful setting, but there was a baby crawling along and a dog looking at the woman, and I thought, I think I can do better.
Yeah.
So I got my wonderful friend Karen, and she filmed me, and we went to Trezio. Have you been to Trezio?
No, I haven't. No, because this is what you do, isn't it? You go to really cool locations to make these videos, don't you?
Well, yeah, it was her suggestion. She's much cooler than me, so she suggested Trezio because it's just so beautiful. And then we went and we did 4 levels there in the one day. We had a picnic and went kayak fishing as well.
Oh my God, that sounds like a fitness regime I could do. Yeah, that sounds amazing.
There was beer in the cool box, believe me.
Cool. Well, this is interesting because I was at my friend Mike's house. He's come on here sometimes talking about his social network, Outnet, and I was looking at his library, and he had the book of the. I said, "What's this?" I don't have him down as like a fitness guy, but he had the Canadian Air Force Fitness Handbook, and it's a thing, isn't it? It's definitely a thing. Yeah.
It's huge. And I've had quite a few comments telling me that they're so glad I made these videos, these exercise videos, so they can follow along instead of looking at a leaflet and not understanding what to do. And they do it in real time. And we're progressing through the levels. We've made 8 so far, and we're on to 9, 10, 11, 12 next one. And we're thinking we might go to Tomar.
Oh,
yeah,
yes. Good plan.
So I tell people, I've made a video about exactly what I eat in a day to lose weight. It's 1,500 calories or less, and it's intermittent fasting, which is the 16-8 diet. Now, there's been huge studies about this. The people have, you've heard of Okinawa, Japan?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So they intermittent fast. They have lower blood sugar. They have longevity, unbelievable longevity. So you can help your life by fasting, and it repairs DNA. It increases lifespan. It lowers blood sugar. It lessens inflammation, which leads to health problems. It helps health problems, asthma, arthritis, reduces free radicals. They're the bad cells in your body. It eliminates them, gets rid of them. Because eating all your food in an 8-hour period and resting for the other 16 hours, your digestion system can rest and repair your DNA. It's incredible.
Sounds amazing. And I really like the cut of your jib there, because you're a self-confessed lazy person. Who, and actually, I think a lot of us are like that, if we're honest. And I mean, there are those annoying people, aren't there, who are really good at, going to the gym and all that sort of stuff. But let's not talk about them. Let's talk about the rest of us. And the idea of not doing anything that's really good for you, i.e. missing out on the first meal of the day, which I've done today quite by accident, seems like a really good strategy. That's not difficult, is it?
No, I eat about 10:30, 11, and then I'll sort of have an apple and some cheese and crackers. And I could maybe have an almond milk smoothie, because I found that almond milk is lower in calories than cow's milk, and it's much better for you. A banana and almond milk smoothie. And at lunchtime, I can have a salad or a soup. Usually in the winter, it was soup. And then at night time, and then I can have an afternoon snack of chocolate. Oh my God, how I love chocolate.
But that's important.
What I can say is, you don't eliminate anything. It's not no carbs. It's not no meat. It's not, you can't eliminate anything. You can eat everything as long as you stick to your 8 hours eating and 1,500 calories. I mean, I've eaten burgers, I've drunk beer, wine, liqueurs. I've had everything over this past 6 months.
We like the sound of this a lot. And
I've seen your video. Meringue pie for lunch. So.
Oh, stop it now! You're putting ideas in our heads. Well, I had a look at your videos yesterday, and I'd really like your approach, because you're not about giving yourself a hard time, are you? You're about setting positive goals, and because if it's not fun, you're not going to keep doing it, are you?
No, absolutely. These exercises take less than 12 minutes a day.
That sounds even better.
I mean, you don't want to be slogging away for 30 minutes, 1 hour, because you'll just get bored.
Yes.
So 12 minutes a day.
Unless, of course, you are one of those annoying people we were talking about earlier on. So we've got your YouTube channel on there. Come on, guys, get behind Claire here, and because it's fantastic 50s. You're into your 50s of subscribers, and it's very new, so it's kind of flying along. And for fabulous women 50 plus to help you look good and feel great. And I have to say, Claire, I was thinking 50 plus. I was thinking, oh God, that's old. And then I remembered I'm 50 plus. Do you have that as well? It's like you kind of forget like what age you are.
I feel like I'm in my 30s. This is the actual slimmest and fittest I've been for the past 20 years.
Yeah. And presumably
Just
when
by
you're
missing breakfast and exercising 12 minutes a day. And I don't exercise at the weekends now. I have that off.
good
But I
for
also
you.
walk my dog. I also walk my dog Millie 30 minutes every day. But it's not a fast walk. I have a leisurely stroll around my beautiful village in Portugal.
Yeah, amazing. Oh, we got to talk about your village actually, and where you ended up in Portugal. But yeah, I really like how you're approaching this whole thing. It's, the emphasis is on not giving yourself a hard time and not suffering, and therefore it's much more likely to persist, isn't it? And for the discipline to be set. Yeah, absolutely. So this village you speak of, where did you end up in Portugal, and why?
Well, so the reason we moved to Portugal, we'd been thinking about it for a while, my husband and I. We were a bit disillusioned about England and where it was going, and the wages weren't going up and the prices were getting high. I mean, the council tax we paid on our old house, we now pay that for water, gas, electricity, wood, council tax here. All that is encompassed in that one bill in England.
Yeah.
What can I say? It's rip off Britain. Even though I was born there, it's rip off Britain. They love to rip them off.
Yeah. So you're not unhappy to be Blighty, and so how did you where did you choose, and how did you choose being in Portugal?
So my husband, unfortunately, 2017 was diagnosed 5 days before Christmas with a brain tumor.
Oh no.
That was completely shocking, out the blue. He'd been having headaches for a while and a loss of balance. Saw 3 doctors, and the 3rd doctor said, we'll give you a neurology test, and sent him for an MRI, a CAT scan. And it came back that day that he had a brain tumor. So they sent us to the RVI, the wonderful RVI in Newcastle, and they operated the next day. They were amazing. And luckily for him, the brain tumor was operable, non-cancerous, and they shaved his brain and got rid of a little bit of his brain. He's okay. Yeah, he's a lot better than he was 3 years ago. And so we decided that he couldn't work anymore. He just couldn't physically work an 8-hour day as he had been doing for the past 35 years. So we thought, where can we go that's nice, that's cheaper to live than England? And we settled on Portugal. I had never been. My husband had been to Albufeira. I'd never been. But I researched it for like 7-8 months, and I saw that lots of people were doing it. They were just heading on out to Portugal. So I thought, oh, we'll try that. So we bought a caravan. We put the dogs in the boot, my daughter Jessica in the back of the car, and set off on the channel and headed down through France, Spain, into Portugal. And a week after we got here, we found this house. 1 week.
Amazing. What a brilliant journey.
It was wonderful.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of a feeling that's to do with your sort of positive approach to life.
I'm very positive. My husband is positive.
Yes, stop it. Yeah, and I wanted to ask you when you took advantage of him being away and you embarked on this new fitness approach. Did he recognize you at the airport when you went to pick him up?
He did. It was only 3 weeks away. But
okay.
He was pleased with the results. And he can't believe how far I've come and how wonderful I look, and he praises me all the time, and he's very proud.
I can imagine. Yeah, 30+ pounds, lost is very significant, isn't it?
Okay, so 2 stone.
Yeah. I mean, that is amazing, and especially given the lack of suffering that is the approach you take, which is really wonderful. But in moderation and balance.
Last night.
Oh, fantastic! We're loving this. It should be a blog as well with your menu, I think. Just going back to markets, because we're talking about food. Local fruit and fish market has been our lifeline here in Algiers. All fresh, organic, and local produce, fabulous flavors and selection, and open 6 days a week. Absolutely wonderful. So yes, get to your local market, folks. It's
Yes,
so
we do.
convenient. Lidl will brainwash us into their convenience and habit, but I think we should balance that, if not completely replace it as much as possible, with local food, because it's so good here in Portugal as well. Stephen Clare asking for your site link. That is in the comments there somewhere, because Karen's been busy, I see, and has very kindly put up the YouTube channel. She's brilliant, isn't she? Everyone needs a Karen, I think. And
fabulous. She's fantastic.
I can see that. A Facebook group is called Fantastic 50s. I rushed to get my XPX and walk down this morning. Finished just in time to watch Claire on the show. I'm not in my 50s yet, but follow the exercises and Claire's diet tips is great and works for everyone. Very good point there, Karen. You don't have to be over 50, do you? And you don't have to be a woman, presumably, to take part in this.
No, the XPX actually starts at 7 years old and goes up to 50, 51, but you can do it beyond your 50s. I'm sure I'll be doing the XPX and the fasting for the rest of my life, because it's made such a difference.
Yeah. And fasting, it's such an interesting idea, isn't it? Because it does suggest sort of missing out. But how has that been for you? Do you get the sort of rumbly belly or anything like that? Or is your body just used to it now?
It's a misconception that breakfast, it was invented by Mr. Kellogg.
Yeah, I can imagine.
He brought breakfast in his health magazine. I've actually got the quote. It says, his dietitian, Leah Francis Cooper, wrote, "In many ways, breakfast is the most important meal of the day," as he was selling his Kellogg's cornflakes. Marketing. It's just about marketing. Do you know that the ancient Greeks, they didn't eat till lunchtime and again in the evening?
Amazing. It never did them any harm.
No, and the medieval times, they rose at sunset, went out to work, then had a break in the fields at 11 and ate their breakfast at 11. So they did intermittent fasting, and you didn't get all the cancers, you didn't get all the diseases that we do have now.
And you actually, in many ways, if you think about it, it's a bit of a disadvantage, isn't it? It's just filling your belly up and giving your body a really load of hard work to do first thing in the morning. Yeah, really weird. I've got to say, I can't think of a better way of putting this, and forgive my French, but I think Kellogg was a funny bugger, wasn't he? I mean, when you look into his background, this is a victory of marketing, because those cornflakes, as nice as, you can get into the habit of that. And I just like the next man, I guess, I don't mind cornflakes every now and then, with some nice cold plant milk and some sugar on. But that is actually a nutritional disaster, isn't it? Like flattened bits of GMO corn. And if you have cow's milk with it, GMO. And then like cow's milk on it, which I don't think is the best milk for us, and then white sugar on it, which is a disaster. So it's complete brainwashing and marketing, as you quite rightly point out.
Absolutely. Yeah. We need to break free of the breakfast habit.
Yes.
And you'll save money. Money. Imagine.
So you could buy more chocolate and wine with the money you save. Okay, so hello, Anu from New Delhi. We're doing amazingly. We're in France, Belgium, and India this morning, as well as Portugal, of course. Fantastic. Great to hear from you, Anu. And look, Claire's joined. You've got another Claire in your group now. She's just joined the Fantastic 50s Facebook group. That's good. And Owen, who introduced us, both Claire and Mark helped me in a time of need. Lovely family. Can't wait to cook for them again. But not breakfast, Owen.
No. He does amazing food. He stopped with us for a few weeks, and his food is fantastic.
I've tried it. I've stayed at Owen's place as well, and he's very gifted, isn't he? In the kitchen,
he's very talented.
A dab hand, he is, and he can, he
does it out of love.
Yeah, that's right. That's his secret, isn't it? I think it's not a secret. It's obvious. And he rolls with the local ingredients as well, doesn't he? Whatever there is available, that's what he works with. To me, that's a good chef. Plus, of course, the love in there. So, Claire, anything you want to leave us with? I mean, I guess the obvious question is like how to get started. What's a little taster of, how to get involved and start implementing this in people's lives if they want to?
Yes. Well, just before, I need to mention my wonderful friend, Karen Carter-Pearson, who does all my videos. Hopefully, we're looking at a little river beach that we might go to. We're going to have a recce and have a drink.
Of
And we
course.
might go to Tomar. Now, I understand that you did some filming in Tomar.
Oh, I never miss an opportunity, Claire. I'm always bothering people with my live streams. It was just that I was in Tamar last weekend, and
Okay.
I was shocked, actually. I mean, you know, the obvious reason why there was no one in the square in Tamar last weekend, because it was 40 degrees and I'm an idiot. But it was really quiet as well. And I was
Well,
going to
that's
ask
where
you
we
that.
might film.
In the square?
Yeah.
Perfect. I got on the checkerboard on the lovely
On the
calçadas. Yeah,
checkerboard
beautiful,
floor,
beautiful.
yes.
Yes, absolutely.
So I've got to say thank you to Karen, and also mention her husband, he's an artisan knife maker. He's called
Cool.
Branco Customs, and I hope she's put a link in your comments to him. He makes knives from just nothing, and he's got a YouTube channel, and he shows you how he makes them, and they are stunning. We commissioned one for our best friends who's a chef in the UK, and he got it, and he said it's the best knife in his 40-year career that he's ever had.
Yeah, and having it made for you is beautiful, isn't it?
Oh,
It's like
yeah,
it's like
and
being
engraved with 30 years. That's how long they've been married. So.
Kid on. That's like being a knight of the round table, having your own. It's the closest you're going to get to having a sword in this day and age, isn't it? A ceremonial sword.
As well, I'm sure, if you ask him.
Excellent. Well, I'll maybe suggest that to Mrs. M as my Christmas present this year. We've also had Lena saying, I'm inspired too. We'll join the Facebook group. Good morning to you,
Thank
Lena.
you, Lena.
From
That's
the
wonderful.
south of Portugal. Yeah, so how to get started then, Claire? Obviously, subscribe to your channel, get in the group.
So if you go to my YouTube channel, there is the first XBX workout, and it's sort of an instructional workout. And I talk through all the exercises. They must be done correctly, so not to injure yourself. Yeah. And then you can move on to level 1, and you can go to the Fit for 50 website. That gives you the chart that tells you what age you're at and what level you should be working towards.
Okay.
And how many days to do each level? Because at my age, it was do each level for 8 days and then move on to the next one.
All right, fantastic, easy peasy then. And giving breakfast to Miss is fairly straightforward as well, isn't it? And I think, you know, we've all done that from time to time, and having this sort of, you know, scientific backup. And obviously you know, you're the evidence in front of everyone's eyes there, you know, the product of the process. I think it sounds like it's got to be given a go. So thanks so much. Cheers, Owen, for introducing me to Claire. I had a lovely time this morning chatting to you. Look, another one. Look, Jeannie's joined. Not at all. Anytime, you must come back. Jeannie says that I will try, Claire. I just joined the FB group as well. So that's great. We've got
Thank you, Jeannie. You're
good
most
morning.
welcome.
Yeah, brilliant. And so other ideas, just finally, Tamar Market Square, where else could we think of? I mean, I'm sure these guys here will make some suggestions to you as well about where to put.
If they know anywhere beautiful, that would be awesome.
Yeah, my mind's racing and thinking about where you could make a video. Thank you, Claire. It's a pleasure to be your friend and have met you. Branco Customs is the Facebook page for my wonderful husband's knives. We'll drop a link to his YouTube channel as well. Fantastic, Karen. Thanks for doing that. Yeah, are you gonna go to the capital at some point to make a video?
Lisbon?
Yeah.
Where could I do that? Like
well,
on
I'm thinking.
Beach?
Yeah, I mean, Fonte de Telha Beach would be fantastic, or Costa de Caparica. I mean, Praça do Comercial would be another place to do it. And I just get the feeling that people are quite cool about that. You know, I get the feeling where we're from. Where we're from in the UK, if you start doing something, you have to have a license and you have to pay.
That's what I was going to ask. Do you need a license?
I'm really not sure, but I suspect people will be very supportive, friendly, and welcoming, as we tend to find right wherever we go in Portugal.
Oh, we have got fantastic Portugal friends and fantastic English friends here. It's been the best move of our life, and we grow. Also, my husband grows lots of things organic in our garden. He makes his own wine. I make liqueurs from aguardente, and we're just so blessed.
Yes, absolutely. Well, what a lovely note to end on there. I could talk to you much more, but I've got to move house. So
Yes.
let's talk. Let's talk again. Thank you so much. Let's talk again another time.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, wish you a very good day. Look, here's a final idea: overlooking Nazaré with the massive surf waves behind you. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Nazaré or San Martino de Porto Beach would be lovely as well.
That's a good one, Owen. Thank you.
And could you mention again, Jean? People are keeping us here, Claire. Where is it you live again in Portugal?
We live in a tiny little village just outside called Pampilhão, but it's near Sanash de Bom Jardim, which is near Seta.
Seta, okay.
So in central, yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. Central Portugal. Shout out to everyone in Central Portugal. My favourite part of Portugal.
Thank you.
Take care, Claire. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow, everybody, for a bit of phone-in Friday action.
Obrigada.
Yes, te logo, te já, te amanhã. And ciao, ciao for now.
If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Also click that notification bell. Then you will get to see all my new videos first. Please click on the video on screen now and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. See you next time.